Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the action thriller film, The Decline. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. A young man named Antoine is practicing an emergency escape from their house with his female girlfriend, his little daughter, and a bug-out bag full of supplies while timing their actions. The following day, the family views a food preservation training film created by charismatic middle-aged survival enthusiast Alain. Antoine drives alone through a snowy terrain to Alain's remote camp after accepting an invitation to attend for a multi-day training session. There, he meets Alain. With a cabin, greenhouse, chicken coops, generator, solar panels, and batteries, Alain has constructed a self-sufficient camp. Other survivalists, including Rachel, a former soldier, Sébastien, a hunter, Anna, François, and David, a paramilitary type, show up at the camp. Alain instructs the trainees in shooting drills with handguns and rifles, in snaring and field dressing small animals, and in greenhouse gardening. The pupils sleep in a big tent and dine in Alain's cabin. Alain talks to the students about his survivalist principles after dinner. Contrary to popular belief, which holds that survivalists are extremists, he informs the kids that he believes they are all outstanding examples of what a lucid citizen should be. He urges Antoine to consider creating a home in the camp in the future and claims that if civilization falls, he may remain in his camp and meet his own requirements. Then, the kids are taught how to make pipe bombs. Alain warns them that if a significant number of migrants with machetes attempt to enter the camp in the case of social breakdown, firearms might not be a sufficient defense. The students disassemble the apparatus after testing a bomb. When transporting a pallet of bombs back to camp, François is accidentally killed when it explodes. The majority of the students want to report the accident to the authorities, but Alain and David object, claiming that doing so will result in all of them being accused of domestic terrorism or manslaughter, and Alain losing his survival camp. Alain calls the discussion to a close and advises they make a decision the next morning. The pupils concur and retire to bed. The pupils observe a sudden bright light from within the tent. They go outside to look. They witness Alain using gasoline to burn François' body. Most of the kids attempt to flee the camp on Alain's snowmobile after protesting, but Alain shoots Anna in the leg. She is brought into the cabin by him and David, where Alain bandages her wound and ties her up. The surviving pupils dash for the woods. Soon after, Sébastien perishes in a new snare trap. After making their way into the woods, Antoine and Rachel discover a backup bug-out stash of weapons and food that Alain had packed. The following day, they successfully return to Antoine's car, but David ambushes them with an assault weapon, killing Antoine. David and Rachel engage in a shootout, with Rachel ultimately killing him with pistol butt shots. When she gets back to the cabin, she finds that Anna has passed away as a result of her injuries. Rachel sets the greenhouse on fire and climbs to the top level with the assault rifle to keep an eye out for Alain. Alain rides his snowmobile to the parking lot where he discovers the bodies, after which he goes back to his cottage. When Alain approaches, Rachel shoots at him, knocking him to the ground, but he escapes by using smoke grenades to conceal his movement and making it inside the cabin. When he enters her room, she disarms him, and they engage in a vicious hand-to-hand struggle. Finally, she renders him helpless despite her injuries. Alain's previous statement on survivalism can be heard in the background as Rachel lifts the injured Alain onto a sled linked to the snowmobile and departs from the camp in the closing scene. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.